Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to GriTo Duel, not Duel me Dungeon Master. Oh, I gotta mute that real quick. Welcome, everybody. We hope that you are having a fantastic weekend, and we're gonna wrap it up with a nice, neat bow with a little bit of anime 5e D&D, to which I actually prepared for this time, kind of, sort of. I have an idea. I didn't write it down, but I've got an idea, and we're gonna see how it goes. It's all headspace, all headcanon. So yeah, I've got this amazing cast of players who really keep things entertaining with this anime themed D&D. It's definitely chaos fueled. So periodically throughout the show, I might ask chat for a particular die roll. In order to do a die roll in chat, it is !D, whatever that die may be, D6, D20, D10, whatever, what have you. The longer you hang out, you'll earn some channel points, and you can use those to buy all kinds of crazy things to mess with either the players or myself as the DM. So without further ado, let's jump on into things. The party finds themselves walking through a field of tall wheat. There's no
catnip.
Not catnip, wheat.
Not this time, huh?
Nope. The sun shines brightly, fluffy clouds float lazily overhead, birds are kind of flying by. There's no real like trail or road or path to speak of, because as we discussed before, people really don't travel very much. Like normal people kind of stick to their towns. They don't travel a lot. Only adventurers are crazy enough to brave the wilds. And y'all are continuing on your way west to find this new temple or fortress that Orin earned many moons ago with a deck of many things. So I'm gonna just leave it off to y'all to what are you discussing as you travel through this field?
I mean, honestly, guys, if I feel like that cat person with the paws and stuff, I feel like she was cheating that entire fight. Like, she was way more powerful than she let herself out to be. It's almost like when somebody was like helping that person along, they decided that, let's say somebody was only level 3, that person should be like level 6 or 8. So, and I still held my own. That's what I want to say.
The gods were against you.
I feel bad. I'm just saying.
Well,
I looked at my dad and I go, "No, sorry, good, sorry."
Lyra is never against us. She's always on our side, and she would never do us wrong. She is amazing. So maybe you should think about praying to a new god.
Maybe. I did look at mine and go, "Where were you on that one, dipshit?"
Personally, I just wouldn't have let that happen to me.
After it happened, I just said I need to start getting up and training harder if I want to be as good as Toad one day.
One day.
I think Cricket just is replaying the sound of like your death rattle as you got downed every so often, just like a periodic exact duplicate of that sound.
Thank you, Cricket.
Ah!
So would anybody like more catnip? Tilly grabs more.
Funny you say that. I still have my dime bag full of catnip, and that's how it is in my inventory. I love that.
She's still just kind of munching. Not as fast as time, because now she has a limited supply, but she's munching.
I like that the whole time Tilly's just like armfuls, just pulling it into herself and just munching.
Like popcorn, popping it in.
100%.
So I will point out that this wheat is about 4 feet tall.
What?
So I know Tilly can see It's like comes up to her waist.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
8
like
feet tall.
Griffin is okay.
I think I'm like 6 feet. Yeah.
I'm 4 feet, 8 inches, so I could like just barely.
Just the eyes.
Yeah.
Literally, just creepy.
Oh,
And I
no,
think
I'm 48,
Cricket
so-
also kind of slouches, so I don't think they could really see over the top.
It's
It,
like
it would come up right
the
for
head
it.
feathers.
Yeah, I think if someone were sniping us, they would just see a little.
Like a shark.
Yeah.
And Toad's like 3 foot something, I think.
3'5", but I am being carried in my chair. So
Oh, that's right.
That is fair. That is fair. Toad is carried on his litter.
Oh my gosh.
We need a picture of that. Like somebody needs to draw that.
Right.
please.
G9.
All right.
Yeah.
Short King Toad.
Short King Toad.
Short King Toad.
Well, as you all are walking and discussing your catnip and things of that nature, since this isn't exactly a campfire setting, I need everybody to roll perception checks.
Give me 1 second because I'm having a little bit of a technical thing here.
Uh-oh.
I can't get my other tab with StreamYard to open up again.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Which one did you want us to roll?
Oh shoot.
Perception.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
actually
think-
going to roll with disadvantage because of my height. Which is still all right. 14.
Tilly got a
Alright.
9.
I got
Yep,
21.
yep.
Toad.
Orin got a 23.
All right, there we go.
Dang. All right. So pretty much everybody but Tilly.
Yeah.
It seems like Griff might be frozen up at the current moment. So we'll see what happens with that.
Oh no.
We're on an ad break right this moment anyway, so
Oh, nice.
I wouldn't want anybody to miss anything good.
Are you doing the ad break during when we roll, or is it kind of like we're just
No, that was just coincidental. It
Oh.
happened to be at the same time.
gotcha?
We lost him. And he's back.
Griffin.
We got him.
Also, okay, wait. All right. Perception. Sorry, I think it's working now. I don't know why I decided to do that. Oh, I know, because we're in the middle of a game.
Well, yeah, of course.
It's got to.
I got 21.
All right, so everybody but Tilly, because Tilly's messing with catnip, I guess.
Yeah, it's just not very perceptive.
Well, I think didn't we make it canon last time that Tilly is affected by catnip
Yeah.
in the same way that cats are?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh.
Have you ever
I'm
been?
like,
I forgot, but that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure we did. So everybody else, as you're proceeding through this wheat field, you all start to hear the sound of like a rhythmic banging kind of noise. Like imagine a small gong that has no like actual musical value to it. So it's kind of like somebody just hitting a piece of tin rhythmically.
Okay. Being a little bit for branding. Being a little bit on edge, Orin just kind of like puts a hand up to Tilly to kind of like steady her and bring her attention in, and cast resistance, which gives you a D4 to a saving throw of your choice. You can roll it before or after
Oh, all right.
your saving throw.
I think Tilly too. So if you're like bringing her in, I think she assumes it's a hug. So she's like, "Ah, come, come, come." Yeah.
Tilly's
Watch
the
out,
whole-
she's a drunk hugger.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Did you said a D4?
A D4. Mhm.
Okay.
Now it's pretty easily identifiable, like exactly the direction it's coming from. So now that your attention is turned to it and you're paying a little more attention, you can, like I said, hear that rhythmic gong, but then you also hear like some laughter and like some singing. And Oren it's very subtle, but Oren's ears hear it perfectly. The sound of like corks from wine bottles being popped.
Is anybody else hearing that rhythmic?
Rhythmic. The Eurythmics.
Yeah,
the
Riz.
rhythmic- Somebody's trying to make us fall in love.
I hear it. It sounds like somebody's having a party of some kind. So, I'm sure Lyra is with us because she loves a good party and joyous moment.
I've never heard her once speak, but I'd imagine it's like listening to a angelic chorus of just beauty, and definitely does not sound like a valley girl.
No, not at all. Just
Yeah.
pure angelic holiness. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I bet it's pretty awesome.
So are we rolling up on this party? Trying to figure out what's
I
happening?
mean, do we just kind of infiltrate and go, "Hey, thanks for inviting us"?
There's free stuff on there.
Can we smell anything? Are they cooking?
Let them cook.
Let 'em cook.
You do not smell any food being prepared.
Cricket's hit or miss on the party.
Mike would be too.
How does Hannibal feel?
I knew it.
I think Hannibal doesn't really care either way. Actually, I think they kind of ran off into the grass, and you can kind of see the bending here and there where they're at. It's very much Lost World Velociraptor scene. Hannibal as she's running through the grass.
Stalking
Yeah.
Griff.
That's even more terrifying.
They're having a good time.
Living her best life. Suddenly
Thank
the
God
Jaws
she's with
music
us.
starts playing.
I could send some of the minions to go check if you want.
From the top of the chair.
Just wave my hand. Go.
Just, lazily, like, this is an inconvenience.
You're making
I-
me wave.
Find what that noise is, please. No, I don't say please, actually.
Damn.
Toad wins one fight and their head is ginormous.
Like I know that it was Zach that said that, but in my mind I imagine Toad like saying, "Oh, go find out what that noise is, please," and then going, "You know what? I don't say please, actually."
Just do it.
It's even better.
Toad's up there going, "Damn, it feels good to be a gangster."
Your minions, a couple of them take off through the tall grass, and they kind of like, you see them going up and down like some gentle like knolls kind of thing, and then they disappear from sight. How long would you like to give them?
5 minutes sounds good.
Can I reach out to Hannibal as she's running through the grass, like with my telepathy, and see what's going on out there.
The grass like stops moving.
I think Cricket in his mind is like, I can literally see where you're at. I can feel it.
You see, like, there's a brief moment of nothing, and then the grass starts moving in the same direction that the two minions went. And about 5 minutes goes by, and the minions are coming back, and Hannibal's like following behind them.
They say banana.
Somebody had.
So the guards or the minions come up and they say, there's definitely some kind of party happening over there. There's a whole group of people. They're wearing like white clothes and they have like food necklaces, like root vegetables and stuff. They're playing music and getting crunk.
Sounds like a party. Let's go, guys.
I agree.
I mean, if we're gonna get drunk, let's do it.
We heard them over saying something about going to make an offering to their god, Milil, something like that.
Would I know of this god and what their shtick is?
So this god is very, 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 very commonly associated with Lyra. They both kind of share overlapping domains, so they're both like party gods, basically.
Got it.
Please.
I know these guys. They really know how to throw a party, and have a good time. So I think we should we're missing out if we don't go join in.
Cricket sold.
I'm down. Let's do it.
I think you see Cricket has to straighten up to see through the long grass of where they went. Little head going that way.
Hannibal's
put him on my shoulders.
Hannibal's like, there's something off with them. They're too happy.
There's
Please,
kindness in the
Hannibal,
world.
joy.
I don't like it.
Joy is the way to go, Hannibal. There must be joy
she
in
said
everything
that out loud?
you do.
Oh no, she said that to Cricket's mind.
Oh, okay.
All right, never mind.
I think Cricket's just kind of with a smile. It's like maybe they have booze. They say that out loud.
Just randomly. I like that.
Yeah.
All right,
think
so you
Cricket
all
often
begin
gets-
heading in that direction.
Cricket gets it mixed up
Yeah, interchangeably.
sometimes.
Griffin, give me a perception check. And chat, if I could get a D20 roll from someone
It's a 10.
lurking in the shadows. A 10. What a lovely roll. I'm going to go ahead and roll just in case nobody from chat catches it. Oh, there we go. Zombified with a D2. Oh, all right then. So yeah, that's a fail. Everybody's heading towards the music and everything, and you're heading over these knolls. And Griffin, you immediately feel like a small hand trying to go into yours.
I accept it and move on.
Just accept
I
defeat.
put my finger down, like how little kids will grab your finger.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Hannibal's little porcelain doll hand wraps around Griff's finger.
Could I add a little bit to it?
Of course, why not?
I think Hannibal is normally 1.5 feet tall. They're a larger doll. I think walking through the grass, the hand feels bigger, and they're like a full 3-foot doll.
like it starts
They're
off
messing with
as-
the dimensions a little
yeah,
bit.
like it starts off with just this little doll hand, but as Hannibal like comes out of the grass, it's just like, oh no, that's not.
But the proportions are wrong too. Some of the limbs are too long.
It's
The
got little
torso's still
tiny.
really small.
She's got little tiny doll hands, but like normal length arms.
Oh God.
I think you can hear snaps and pops as it's adjusting its size too. I love this nightmare
I don't
fuel
want to be here
adventure.
anymore.
Mike's like, I'm done with this game. Worst game ever.
No, with it, and I just it goes from the finger thing to the hand, so I just roll with it and I keep going.
After
Like,
a
this
few
is-
moments,
It's happened, so
After a few moments, you all come into a clearing in this grass wheat field, whatever you want to call it. And you see, like, there is a group of people. There's roughly 15 to 20 of them, and they are all dressed in white garb. And, like, you notice that, like, one of them has one of those garlic necklace band things going on. Somebody else has, like, 3 rutabagas as a necklace.
Like
Some
you do.
people are wearing like carrot crowns. Like they're just weird, like vegetable jewelry. And they are like shaking up champagne bottles, spraying champagne everywhere. They're chugging wine. They're having a grand old time.
Is this normal for their followers of this deity?
Go ahead and give me a religion roll.
Ooh,
Are they
gladly.
human?
There's no humans in this world.
Oh, that's right.
Except Griffin.
just me.
That's right.
We're talking a satyr
Um,
situation.
Yeah, but what do they look? Well, I guess what do they look like?
So,
We'll try.
you know what? Guav M, you tried to roll earlier and it was too close to Zombified's roll. So go ahead and give me another roll for that. And I'm going to roll as well.
It was a 15
so-
on the religion check.
Okay. And, a 10. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. So, they are, in fact, all varying forms of like half human, half animal. So there's like some centaurs, there's some satyrs, there's all man, there's a couple harpies. And they're all just partying it up, having a grand old time. And Oren, with your religion check, everything about this checks out except like the vegetable thing. That seems a little weird. But it could be regional.
Okay. I think Orin would come out of the clearing or into the clearing, see this, and just be like, "Come on, guys, it's gonna be a great time," and just like tries to seamlessly, but in the most awkward way possible, just start like dancing along, and as he kind of gets like closer to everybody, like, yeah, feeling the vibe,
Wait
feeling
that
the
at a
groove.
barbecue.
Yeah, yes, exactly, yes.
Yeah.
painful moment.
That is me.
there like a table with food and stuff on it? Are there like tables around?
No, they have like small campfires, but they aren't preparing anything.
Okay. A lack of food
I call out
find
to Toad.
disturbing.
Oh yeah.
Toad, what do
Chili's
you
gone
make of
straight
this?
for food.
There is no
Uh,
My bad.
it's weird.
Oh, my-
I don't got any of this where I come from.
Tilly, what do you think?
They have food, and then she's going straight for the food.
All right, I follow behind Tilly with Annabelle's hand. I'm assuming still on mine.
Mhm.
Annabelle, sorry, Annabelle.
Yeah. Except
careful.
now Hannibal, yeah, Hannibal's arms are like half the length they were, but the legs are like double as long, but the torso is like smaller. So still
The
3
stuffing's just
feet.
kind of moving around.
Yeah, like still 3 feet, but the legs are like a foot and a half of that now.
She's
This
a
is
growing
Event Horizon
lady.
garbage, man.
Just the most terrible doll ever created.
Oh, I love her.
I need anybody that is trying to infiltrate, we'll call it, this party, integrate themselves into this party. Give me a performance check. And while you roll that, I'm going to ask chat for a d20 roll.
Oh no.
Oh man.
I got a 7.
Could've been worse. Got a 13.
Hey.
I
15.
got 12.
I got an 8. Cricket loves the party, but I don't know. They see the lack of food and tables and like no buffet, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Tilly's coming in, snapping and having a good time. Just this is fun.
Doing the Carlton.
Yeah. I see Tilly doing something cooler than that, but yeah.
That could be pretty cool.
It's like the
I mean,
only dance. It's the only dance Tilly knows.
Yeah.
She's doing the Apache dance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Apache, jump on it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that with your amazing Busta moves, you all integrate into the party pretty well. They seem okay with your presence, even though you are all dressed very differently than they are. A few of them are like, "Hey!" A couple are like, "Oh, party crashers."
I think as Orin is kind of like dancing around, he's gonna clock the food table, and he's gonna try and see if there's any like vegetable situation on the table, so that he can do like a really quick makeshift like attach something to to like his chest, or like put something on his head, so that way he doesn't stick out too much. Because
like-
if anything, he's a people pleaser and he needs to fit in.
That's true. I mean, you're still wearing, aren't you still, or did you change back into your normal Orin clothes? I'm trying to remember. Oh, you did. You put back in normal Orin clothes, but you had like a little bit.
Like you could see that I'm still wearing like
Yeah. The Lyra costume, Lyra.
Underneath, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no like table to speak of. Just like some small campfires here and there. But I'll say you can find a few things laying around that you could fashion into like a makeshift jewelry. We'll call it jewelry.
Just 2 potatoes sitting right there.
Yeah.
Right on the shoulders. Just like
I was
think,
thinking potato or turnip. One of the two is coming out.
potatoes. Just potatoes.
I think Cricket with his low 8 of a score is actually there's so many fire pits. You know that weird guy at like a party with fire pits, the guy that like just keeps adding different shit to the fire to see how it burns.
Not a pyro.
The thing is, I feel like this is a relatable experience. There is always, if there is fire, there's a person that always adds weird shit to it. So Cricket's just kind of darting in and around the fires, kind of tossing stuff in and seeing how it burns.
Hannibal's like, what if that fire spread to the whole field? How cool would that be?
I think Cricket, without looking away from the fire, is this in his head?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hannibal is the physical manifestation of Cricket's intrusive thoughts.
Oh yeah.
You know how like Jiminy Cricket is the conscience, Annabelle is whatever the
Sociopathic
absolute.
tendencies.
Yeah,
Just zooms
Yeah.
into Cricket's eyes, and you can see the fire perfectly reflected in his eyes.
And it's just like getting larger.
I just keep thinking of Backdraft when Donald Sutherland's like, I burned them all.
Oh no. I'm wondering if I could like, and I think Cricket, just having gotten the ability to cast Hold Person, is wondering how long someone would stay in the fire with Hold Person, and it's just sitting there like.
There's only one way to find out, Cricket.
Are we the baddies?
They are the problem. They are the villains.
Hannibal says that out loud.
Yeah, I think Cricket just throws like, I don't know, like just a random discarded shoe in. Like someone took off their shoes to dance and he like threw it in and goes like,
Wait,
So-
so
there's
there's
something
hands with
missing.
Annabelle. Am I there too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's just
So I'm
that
just watching
anime
this all go
moment.
down. Yeah.
It's just that anime moment where Orin like is not walking, but like slides into the background behind them with his arms crossed and looking very disapprovingly over their shoulders, and just is like, "Join the party."
Meanwhile, Tilly's like in the background, like going across the camera doing the...
Yeah, with two like meats, two turkey legs in her hand. Like, yeah.
Nobody knows. Says him.
oh god.
So I
How
will say that the revelers are more comfortable with Cricket and Toad because they are animals. They're more comfortable with that. They're definitely throwing like side glances at everyone else, but not bad. Like,
I mean,
the lead reveler heads over to y'all and is like, "Welcome to the party. What brings you all to our field?"
Your
Yeah.
wine.
this is me dancing. I have no expression on my face because I rolled a 7. So
Nice.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Cricket's just gonna duplicate the sound of like the banging off like non-musical gong and like definitely just some sounds, but like they look up from the fire and then like beak at the sky, just open their mouth and play these sounds.
We were just
That's-
passing
that's-
by and heard your awesome party going on. You know, as a follower of Lyra, we just had to join in. Had to be a part of the good times.
Oh, Lyra. All right, cool. Yeah, we are followers of Milil, so we're actually gonna go see him here in a minute. Would you like to come along with us?
Ooh, that sounds like fun. What do you think, guys?
So your god just appears before you?
Sure.
Yeah, once a year we have a festival, and he comes down and grants us a boon.
I mean, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, boons are
Never
cool.
seen a god like that before.
Oh, he's a sight to behold. Let me tell you, you would be impressed.
Okay.
I'm down. Let's do it.
I think like as soon as they say it's a boon on the line, I think Cricket does that anime teleportation where they're then standing next to that with everyone else and goes like boon.
He kind of like says, "Well, yeah, you all are more than welcome to come with us, but unfortunately, I don't think that giant chair is going to fit where we're going."
That's a shame. I can park it anywhere though.
Your minions are like, that'd be cool. That'd be great right now. Yeah.
You just see Toad get off the chair and climb onto the head of one of his followers.
Makes like a suction cup noise as his foot comes off.
The dudes are instantly poisoned.
Yeah.
He takes off screaming into the field as he's terrified of his friends.
Oh god.
He'll be back. I'm gonna order all of them to stay and watch my chair. Make sure nothing happens to it.
Aye, sir.
Toad's got foreign flags on it, so that way he can park wherever he wants.
Yeah.
It's one of those like really long bendable poles with like an orange flag on the back. All right.
The line started.
All right. Well, first let's get you all some. What happened? We got two Tillies.
It's just duplicate it.
One of them is actually Hannibal. Hold on.
I like that as people have camera issues and y'all leave and come back, it like rotates our pictures.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Yes, exactly. So they hook you all up with some of this root vegetable garnish. And they're like, here you go, let's go. Party! And they basically lead you through the field into like this very rocky, like it's like shale and bedrock. So it's very flat, layered stones, and like it's kind of this winding hallway of sorts. The sun is still shining down through this thing. Like you're not enclosed or anything like that, and it's about 10 feet wide, so it's not like, oh man, claustrophobic. And the music is like reverberating off of the walls as you all march on. And after a few moments, like maybe a half a mile or so, you come to what can only be described as just this large cave in the bedrock. And they all begin, setting up like tables and starting fires, and like they're like getting this whole area set up for a party.
Oren, what's happening?
They are setting up for the ritual where Malil is gonna come down and bless them. So this is very, very interesting, and Oren is watching like that person who's watching National Geographic and is just like, oh my god, like watching people do things in their natural habitat, and he's just like beyond zoned in and excited by what he's seeing.
Hey, I can tell you really want to see this, but just one quick question again. What does Malil usually like bestow boon-wise to people? Like what's he do?
Would Orin know that, given how close the deities are together?
I mean,
Or have like a rough
maybe.
idea?
Or maybe Oren could just make it up and sound cool.
Usually it's a range of things. So it could be something as small as just like really shiny hair. Like sometimes people just get like really shiny hair, and it's like one of those street vendors who sells like potions where your hair just goes whoosh, and it's just like pretty.
It looks very suave.
Yes, and it could go all the way up to something like, you could learn a new spell that, when you dance, it enchants everyone around you to think you're like the coolest person alive.
Insight check.
I think Cricket is sold. He imagines himself with long human hair and dancing really cool. And it's just like, yeah.
I got a 9.
And all I can imagine is like Finn from Adventure Time, like the long blonde hair
Yeah.
I
on
rolled
Cricket though.
exactly right. I rolled an opposing 21.
Oh yeah, then I totally believe you.
Sounds good. Now, as Orin is explaining this, like I said, they set up their tables and begin setting out like their vegetables and stuff and like taking off their jewelry. And one of them steps up to the middle of this like kind of clearing in front of the cave. And they kind of raise what looks like a maypole. And the others begin tying this person to the maypole.
Ooh, I've never seen this before.
Cricket's helping.
Is that, is this
Cricket's like, not like that, like this.
I'm sorry, I
It
missed
makes
it. Is
it
this an
work.
actual person, like a human, or is this just a party goer, someone who was in the party?
Yeah, this is someone that was in the party. It's actually one of the satyrs.
Okay.
So I kind of push closer to Orin again, and I'm like, Malil takes blood sacrifices? Does
I mean,
Lyra?
Lyra doesn't.
Lyra,
Typically, there's some like, those old fables where, somebody got wronged and they put on some shoes and then they danced until they died. There's some extreme circumstances like that might happen every now and then, but it's usually when someone's really offended. I doubt they're going to kill him. I'm sure this is just like symbolic of being tied up by the emotion and the
They
awesomeness.
put a wreath, a necklace of garlic around the person tied to the pole. And then another one comes through and puts the carrot crown. As Orin is explaining this.
And I'm just going to check in. I'm just going to check in and make sure they don't need like any support or assistance, because
Yeah.
event planning, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
Orin and like the cloud of dust over to the person who like they spoke to originally and is just like, so how's it going? What's how's everything looking? Like, do you need more garlic or anything I could help with? Like, what's happening right now? What's going on? What is this?
Oh, we're preparing dinner for Malil. He'll be here soon.
Oh, okay. And so when you say preparing dinner, like, is the person tied to is he like the plate? Is he like a serving plate? And Malil just likes to, when somebody like is covered in head to toe sushi and they're like a person plate, is this satyr like a person plate for the vegetables? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, pretty close to that. Yeah. Except if the plate were also to be eaten. Cricket, you hear in your mind.
It's
Oh,
already
this
happy.
is gonna be awesome.
I think Cricket in his mind back was like, I wouldn't want to be eaten, but when in Rome, and he's just like spinning like around the maple. In Cricket's mind, the fact that the person is willing, right, on the maypole.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yeah. Then in Cricket's mind, he doesn't see a problem.
Denial, just trying so in any way possible to justify what's happening in this moment.
Hey Tilly. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Oh. Two Tillies again.
To
Oh.
the Tilly.
I'm
Sorry.
so sorry. Yeah,
It's all
I don't know what's going on with my internet. Can you guys hear me okay though?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you guys are no longer lagging. I was hearing every other word. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
okay.
No, it
So
works out because I'm kind of high on catnip apparently. So I, Tilly wouldn't know what's going on anyway. So
I forgot about that. Instead of Tilly, hey Toad. Do you think this is normal?
it's like, hey Tilly, she's got like pupils this big.
With, like the bloodshot eyes.
100%.
I go, oh wait, yeah, probably not a good idea. Hey Toad.
I'm not one to judge what's normal.
Okay, but are there a lot of blood sacrifices where you come from? Because there's none for mine.
Can't say I've ever seen one. So this will be a first.
I'm assuming there's other followers around us.
Oh yeah.
I just go up to the first person I see real quick. Just after talking with Toad, I just slide over a little bit, and I see a person. I'm like, "Hey, man. So like, Malil comes in and eats that person,
Mhm.
and then you guys get shiny hair. Is that what's up?"
Well, no, not exactly.
That guy over there told me you get shiny hair. I didn't know what it was about, but okay.
I mean, no, that typically doesn't happen. No, Malil grants like rain for our crops, so we have a bountiful harvest, which is how we produce all of our vegetables and our copious amounts of wine. We have acres of vineyards. Sometimes we get more sunshine, so that it helps us grow our crops. On occasion, Malil will give us shiny objects.
Oh, like what kind of shiny object?
Well, I mean, one year it was just gold pieces.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Sometimes it's magical item like magical rings, necklaces.
Are these things kept at like one place, or is it like just given out to everybody or random people?
Usually it's presented to us if the offering is worthy.
Okay. And you kill this guy, and do you guys eat him, or just Malil eats him?
Oh no, just Malil eats him.
Okay. Thank you. And I start meandering towards Orin. I
think
to, but I know she's like where she's at. But I figure if stuff goes down, I can have her at least try to hug people.
her own form of hold person.
To death.
Little kid with a kitten.
I think the final follow-up, to the person I'm talking to is just like, and this is all above board. Like everybody's okay with this. Like they're okay with being eaten.
Well, 99% of the time, everybody who is an offering is okay with being eaten. I mean, right up until they're being eaten. But I mean,
Right. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Staring into the jaws of death, literally, could probably have that effect on people. So just for clarity, this person currently tied up agreed to this.
oh yes.
Dance. Okay. I mean, they get consent, I guess. Just Orin just kind of starts wandering towards Griff, just looking very confused, doing the mental gymnastics and trying to, again, justify what is happening and what he's seeing as just like, I mean, they said okay, I guess it's okay. Maybe they get like eternal life afterwards in Malil's realm or something in his stomach.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
it's like a city of gold. Hi, Griff.
Yeah. So they don't get shot here. Thank you. you do get gold and magical items, and apparently, he controls the weather too. So,
Okay.
don't know how much I'm buying into this. I think this is really messed up, and I don't think we should let that person be.
Yeah, I mean that must have been a different like sect of Malil that does the shiny hair thing. Uh so
Yeah, the different sect. Yeah.
yeah, no, they're way chiller. I met them once. They came through the town I was in, and just they
Yeah.
were cool. They
They were
didn't eat
cool.
people. Um so while on one hand I am inherently against murder, um on the other hand I also feel like we should respect their religious beliefs, and especially when someone's like consenting to be eaten. I mean,
Yeah, but I heard him say right up to the moment they're getting eaten.
yeah, but I feel like that's
I mean, I
yeah,
feel like
no
you'd
is
be okay
no.
with getting eaten until somebody was like, "Oh, now is the time to eat you," and you'd be like, "Hold on a second,"
Yeah,
and then whatever happens after that,
maybe
you're just
maybe
lucky
we
you're
just
not catnip, man.
maybe we just double check with the sacrifice to make sure that they're still on board and they're not having second thoughts.
I am gonna ask this one question, and I really need you to be upfront with me, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is this something Malil does? Is this something that does he take blood sacrifices in this manner of where he eats people?
Well, I don't worship Malil, so and every little pocket of followers has their own traditions and such. So maybe this is like the human sacrificey portion of the believers, and yeah, I mean, if it constantly is happening, if they do it yearly and it has good outcomes, I'm assuming that it is kind of it's the thing. I think that's something he does.
So the main reveler climbs up onto like this makeshift like platform that's on top of the pole, and you hear all the revelers kind of go silent, and he says, "Thank you all for coming. It is a blessing upon Malil that we are here. Our ritual has now begun. Malil will arrive momentarily for the great second annual Malil revelry." And as he says so, like some rocks kind of begin to fall, like in the mouth of the cave. And like you all feel the ground kind of shake a little bit. And coming out of the cave, dragging behind them this giant two-handed great club, which looks more like an just tree that's been ripped out of the earth, is a very rotund cyclops.
I think I'm gonna run up to the head reveler and be like, "Hi, yeah, just checking in. It seems like you have a party crasher. Because that he doesn't look like Malil. And I'd hate for Malil's dinner to be taken by somebody else. So why don't we just take care of your Cyclops problem? Why don't we just like get him out of here for you? We'll bounce him."
While you're saying that, everyone sees all the other revelers drop to their knees, bowing to this cyclops.
Toad, stand by.
Oh, I'm
Tilly,
not gonna bow.
Tilly, that guy wants a hug. I'm deadly
From-
serious right at this moment.
From Tilly?
From Tilly, he looks like he could use a very big hug because he seems slightly sad.
So Tilly, just kind of still being off of the whole catnip, like big old eyes. She's fat and happy right now with turkey legs and all that. Yeah, she's just gonna go on over there and try to give the Cyclops a hug. Because
On your way over, I think I'm gonna cast guidance on you. Like,
okay,
Cricket's just gonna be like, touch. And it's kind of like Homer Simpson in the background, like on the edge of this field, like.
Hey, Toad, you up for a big challenge?
Always.
All right. Get that person free off the thing, and then we're going to fight this big, giant Cyclops dude with the tree. Because that seems like a good idea.
It might, or we're
I
gonna
mean, he
have to
probably
fight
has good
everybody. There's also that.
Well, that just seems like a lot of fun for your followers.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay,
Need some training for them.
I'll go cut him down.
Okay.
I just yell cricket, and that's it. And I start, I pull the staff, and I start walking over.
Oh shit! I think Cricket's gonna kind of be at a distance in which they could shoot now. Like, ah, fuck.
Oren's probably going to jump down to be like in between the sacrifice and everything that's going on in front of him.
I believe in this instance, I go back to my usual word for when I introduce something like this in a campaign, and that is a snacrifice.
Cricket takes off the vegetables as they get ready.
Logical. All right, so Tilly, you get into range of this Cyclops. So the Cyclops, for size and mathematical purposes here, if we were looking at a battle map, the Cyclops inhabits a 15 by 15 foot square.
wow.
So this thing is just ungodly large. And as you approach, it looks down at you and goes, "Oh, me have not had something this scrumptious in long time."
And she's gonna
And,
look at him and be like, "What? Sorry, go ahead."
Well, you're going in for a hug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Cyclops kind of takes the hug, and you are met with a nice pot belly that's got hair and sweat. And just think of Fight Club when he's like, "There I was, pressed between Bob's smelly bitch tits."
This is Bob.
And I'm going to go ahead and roll something here.
Oh, fun.
You
I got you, Tilly.
feel teeth as this Cyclops takes a bite out of your shoulder.
Nah.
All right, bring in the action.
All right. Well, I think this is definitely gonna kick her out of her out of Tilly's, catnip induced euphoria, and she is definitely gonna traditionally it would be called invoking rage. For Tilly, she is going to invoke anxiety.
That's good.
Instantly. And I guess my question is, when he takes a bite, is he just gnawing at her shoulder, or he's taking a big old bite and then pulling back?
So you know how Tilly eats turkey legs?
Oh,
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
yeah.
It's like that.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Luckily, it's only one damage.
Yeah.
But the Cyclops is trying to eat you.
Raj. Okay. I think along with anxiety, like without even thinking about it, she's gonna kind of like go. I chose Path of the Beast, so she's gonna go into like one of her forms. I'm kind of thinking like she, we made a joke about her looking a little bit like a lion. Well, she looks like damn near Mufasa, like, but when he was getting beat up by those wildebeests, the Lion King, and she's gonna like basically claws are gonna extend, and she's gonna try to swipe him like off of her, and that one I'm able to do. It's basically like 2 attacks because of each hand. But
You
I think
can
for that,
make your attack roll with advantage,
perfect.
or attack rolls.
Alrighty. Got one of those. Alright, the first one was, and then I add.
Oh, he doesn't
that-
have that many hit points.
Alright, first one was a 9 out of the advantage part. And then I got a 16 on the other one for attack.
Okay. All right. So the 9 hits, but doesn't do any visible like damage. But the 16 hits well and hard. So roll your damage for that.
Perfect. And that one is going to be a 1d6.
Are we
Plus
rolling
2.
initiative, or are we just slinging spells and hits?
So basically, the Cyclops got its attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all have an attack, and then we'll do some initiative.
Got it. Do you want me to
Alright.
roll?
Chat. I need a D20 for initiative for the Cyclops. And yeah, you can roll now for whatever you're doing, and that way you can just like tell me when it's your turn.
Got it. Thank you. Because Cricket seeing a bite taken out of Tilly will absolutely react, especially because Griff kind of put them on a ready stance for it.
Right. So Tilly, how much damage did you do?
Not a whole lot, but 4.
4. Okay. Well, it is enough to get the Cyclops to let go of you, and he kind of takes one step back and says, "Ah, you hurt me."
And then she's going to look at you, do not bite Tilly!
Don't bite your friends.
No biting.
No biting. Fish are friends, not food.
I'm having fish tonight. Okay, where are we at? I'm sorry.
Cricket, what you got?
I was trying to do Eldritch Blast, but I only rolled a 9. So, yeah, I think a shot just goes wide as Cricket kind of panic shoots, like trying to aim around Tilly. And even though this guy's pretty large, I think he's kind of spooked now.
All right. Let's see. Griffin, what are you doing? We'll just go in alphabetical order.
I am doing a Fangs of Fire Snake Strike. I spend 1 key point. Now I have a reach of 10 feet. I got a 22 for the hit.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay. I'm spending another key point on top of that because I get to do fire damage. Well, so it's fire damage all around, but I get to do an extra D10 with this. So it's considered an unarmed strike. That's a D4 plus 4. That's an 8. And that's fire damage too. And then there's a D10 I get to roll. It's a 2. So I got 10 total damage. Fire.
All right. Dang. Yeah, you burn off some of his chest hair and give him some good burns. And he's you mean. Orin.
Seeing him bite Tilly, Orin gets extremely upset and protective, and probably bellows "no biting," and is going to cast Sacred Flame. So I need a dexterity roll, please.
Okay, let me see if he gets gets a +0. That would be a 1.
Delightful. It's a D8, and I rolled a 5 for damage. So I think I
Oh,
blast him kind of in the face to get him to back up.
okay, and I will say that that blast does cause him to step back another 5 feet, and he's just kind of like, oh, oh. Toad.
I would like to run behind him and slice at his Achilles heel. I got a 20 to hit
That is a hit.
and 10 damage.
All right, wonderful. You slice at his heel, and it takes a nice chunk out of the flesh, but it looks like it might take a couple more to actually sever the tendon. But he's definitely upset and bleeding everywhere. You hear the revelers are like all kind of scrambling, and they're like, "Why are you attacking our god? Leave Malil alone!" And they start like picking up rocks to throw at you all.
Oh,
I got deflect missiles, and I can throw them back.
The missiles. So let's see, between
Throw it,
Toad
right?
and Griffin, it looks like Toad is the closer. So the Cyclops spins around with his great club. He's got a +9 to hit.
oof.
19.
Damn it!
Yeah, that'll hit.
You take 19 points of damage
Holy shnikes!
as you get hit with this tree trunk.
Oh God!
No, do some. It's a general roll. Okay, so the revelers are throwing rocks at y'all, but it is very clear that they are not fighters. Like, most of the rocks are coming up very short. The ones that do actually get to you are just like nuisance. Like, but Griffin, one is heading your way that actually looks like it's got some heat to it, so you can actually use your deflect missiles.
I'm just checking that out real quick here. Do I have to? Oh no, I can just do that. So you can use your reaction to deflect, catch a missile when you are hit by a range weapon attack. When you do some damage. Okay. So it has to hit me first. So go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Does a 17 hit?
It just hits. That's my armor class.
Oh,
All
beauty.
right. So I have to roll a D10 plus 8. I do.
Oh,
Have
jeez.
That's
And you
18.
pretty
Um, So that's just for me to catch it. So if it's doing more than 18 damage, I think I take something. But if it's not, then I just caught it.
Okay, yeah, you just caught it, no damage.
So when I
It's
do
like
that,
catching
Oh,
a
sorry.
baseball.
so when I do that, I catch it. I look at the person and I just give them the, and I throw it down.
Kind of runs away a little bit. Yeah, nope.
Mm.
Intimidated,
put it on the
intimidated.
ground.
All right, let's get some initiative.
All
And
right.
since I didn't get a roll from chat, I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative for the Cyclops. Weak sauce.
I got 9, right? Yeah, I do. 28. Oh, sorry.
Oren got a 14. Griffin, what'd you get?
28.
All
I got a
right.
plus on initiative.
Tilly?
My alert.
I got an 18.
And Cricket.
7.
And Toad.
16.
Beautiful. All right. Well, Griffin, you are first.
Okay. So I'm still unarmed. I put the thing away as soon as I started walking up because I realized it wasn't going to do anything. I'm going to go ahead and just do regular unarmed strike right now. That's a +6. Yeah, that's a 9. It's not going to do anything. But I am going to spend a key point. And I'm going to try Flurry of Blows. Oh, wait, actually, can I do Stunning Strike yet?
That'd be great. Oh,
I cannot yet. Okay. Just double checking. Okay. Yeah, so just Flurry of Blows, so just another attack here. Mother of crap. That's a 13 to hit.
13. 13 is just barely a hit.
All right. Gets a 5 from me. Flurry of Blows.
All right. Nice. Like you're doing your attacks, and it's just like every time you hit him in the stomach, it does like the Homer Simpson wave. It's like it even kind of makes like that hollow drum sound. Next would be Tilly.
All right. She's just so full of anxiety. She's like bleeding from the shoulder, all this other stuff. So I think she's actually gonna whip out her great axe. I know traditionally that's like an action, but am I gonna be able to do anything?
It's a free action. You can draw your weapon.
Okay, so yeah, she'll draw her weapon and then just like run in towards him, just try to slash at his belly. Type deal.
All right.
Let's get another. Woohoo! That was nat 20. So,
Hell yeah!
that's awesome.
We love a nat 20.
Definitely needed it.
1d12. Well, so for that, it'll just double.
Nope.
The attack, or do I roll twice?
So it does maximum damage, and then you're gonna roll your normal damage die and add it all together.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's gonna be 22 then altogether.
Damn.
See. Let me do some math here. Okay, you like slice through layers of like flesh and fat, and like blood starts pouring out of his stomach. Unfortunately, Griffin, you get a little bit on you as you're within the splash zone. The original Axe body spray.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Griff just goes.
Body spray.
Yeah, there you go. Getting it. That's
Guy's 0.
and then we're back around to Toad.
All right, I'm slice at him again. Is
All
he
right.
back to me, or is he still facing me?
So yeah, his back is actually to you again.
All right, I'm gonna
He's
slice
actually
at the
pretty
heel
sure
again.
he killed you.
19 to hit and 12 damage.
One could only hope. Axe body spray sponsor. Come on, somebody sponsor us. God, we're funny.
Axe body spray for whenever you're in high school and you're going on your first date.
Also, the official body spray of basic training everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice. What do we got, Toad?
19 to hit and 12 damage.
Woohoo!
Slicing at that heel again. Can't take me out that easily.
So this time you you slice deeper, and you can actually see the exposed tendon now.
Hell yeah.
Orin.
Can I make a religion check to see if I know roughly what Malil looks like? Like what is he typically appear as?
Oh, so I won't even make you roll. This is not Malil.
I was gonna say I don't even
100%.
follow him. I know it's not.
100%.
We're
But
killing a god.
there's
He's not even
reasoning
God.
behind this. I'm trying to remember essentially because he's so close to Lyra. If I've ever seen them appear together, like what he would look like if I know his general visage.
Okay. Yeah,
Ryan
you can go
Gosling.
ahead and.
Religion. Oh hell, it's a 6.
So all you really remember is that, like you don't remember like details, but that he appears as a male elf with a harp.
Beautiful. I think that's enough. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to use my Furbolg magic to disguise myself. And with this trait, I can appear 3 feet taller than what I actually am. And I would like to disguise myself to not look exactly like him, but look similar to him to hopefully fool the locals into thinking that their god has actually arrived and is actually here, or a champion of their god. And I'm going to yell at them. Oh God! I'm going to yell at them. Stop worshiping this pretender, this false god, and gesture at the Cyclops. So I'm trying to sway all the people here into believing that the Cyclops is not their god.
I love that. I love it so much. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Oh.
I'm going to save this roll for next time. We are going to end the episode here, middle of combat, with Orin trying to roll some deception on these lovely followers.
You can't do that.
Oh, I can do that.
I was dodging a wasp.
Do that.
That's what was happening in the background. A wasp flew into the house, and I don't know where the heck it came from, and it went right behind me. It just so happens that I'm allergic to bees, so this is fun.
Oh no!
I'm like, how do I not make this look weird?
Didn't look weird at all. I thought you were just getting really into character.
Yeah, I was pointing at the blood spots. Yeah.
But I just want to say thank you to these amazing players, and thank you to the chat for all of your roles and your hilarious commentary. I love it every single time. It was so much fun. And yeah, tune in next time when we find out what happens in the conclusion of this battle and the drama between the gods. Join us next. You might get stung. Join us next Sunday for Naturally Shattered, where we play Shattered Dawn, which is an indie tabletop RPG created by Shattered Tabletop Gaming. So thank you all very much, and we will see you all next game. Bye.
Bye.
Shit.